Now, obviously, jobs are crucial here on Vancouver Island, and tomorrow could be a very big day. That is when we expect to hear who will get 2 federal shipbuilding contracts with a combined dollar value of $33 billion. Now, winning either of those would have a huge impact on jobs here on the island. Dana Hutchings joins us now with more in tonight's Checkpoint.
Scott, Nanaimo-based Seaspan, which owns Victoria and Vancouver shipyards, is one of the bidders. There are 2 contracts. One is a military package worth an estimated $25 billion. The other is valued at $8 billion. Now, if Seaspan is awarded a contract, it plans to invest between $100 and $150 million in infrastructure here. And it also means BC would see almost 3,700 jobs in the first 10 years. Premier Christy Clark has said she is hopeful the work will come to BC, and some other people are doing more than just hoping. They're already being retrained and ready to be first in line for jobs. Kylie Stanton reports.
We'll go over the divider layout again.
Starting on a project step by step, taking measurements,
segment out specific lengths,
making cuts, using small tools and big ones.
Gives us a nice straight line.
It's a new trade for this former locksmith.
In Victoria, recently the locksmith industry has kind of taken a hit. It's a declining trade, and so it was time to retrain.
We want to lay the iron down so we get good contact.
He's not alone. The skills learned here are expected to pay off.
And start dragging it along.
Metal is soldered using hot irons with careful precision.
A little bit of solder.
But just how much these students will benefit largely depends on the future of a massive shipbuilding contract.
They're working for the purpose of getting into the sheet metal or metal fabricators industries, and having that secure, ongoing project would definitely help for employability for these students and everyone else in the metal industries in Victoria.
It's what attracted Hilliard to the trade, hoping skills learned here
Clamp her up.
will land him a job here. Seaspan is vying for the contracts, either a $25 billion military package or non-combat work valued at $8 billion. It could generate 3,700 jobs over the next 10 years, putting the odds in their favor.
I mean, long time employment for a lot of people, good wages, and security, job security.
You want to be one of those people?
Absolutely, yeah.
The decision is set to come down Wednesday, what could impact the future of not only these students, but many more to follow, and preparation is already underway.
We have a large number of students working in our apprenticeship and trades foundation programs, and this would mean more expansion into the marine trades, more opportunities for them and for future employment.
Looks good.
There?
Yeah.
It's clear Hilliard is on the right track. Now it's a matter of everything else falling into place.
Victoria getting the contract's the first step. The second step will be actually getting employment, but that should be considerably easier.
And our checkpoint question tonight, should we be looking to traditional industry for jobs on Vancouver Island? You can tweet us at @check_news, on Facebook at facebook.com/checknews, or email checkpoint@checknews.ca. And it's also interesting to note that Seaspan is bidding against Irving Shipbuilding from Nova Scotia for the military contract. There were 3 vying for the non-military contract: Seaspan, Irving, and a group from Quebec's Davy Yard, who is also working with a South Korean firm. Scott, we've talked about high unemployment numbers, specifically in Nanaimo. The Premier has focused a lot of her attention on her job strategy. So how do we bring jobs here? Our checkpoint question tonight, should we be looking to traditional industry for jobs on Vancouver Island? Some think we should look to other sectors. Here's what you had to say on the streets of Victoria.
Definitely anything having to do with our marine environment, in the shipbuilding, I think is going to be a big bonus for the city.
I'm looking at going into health, and people are always getting sick. It's a pretty stable industry to be in.
Any construction site. I've had friends getting jobs just going to a construction site early with boots and a hard hat.
For marine biology, this is a fantastic place to live. We're blessed with the Banfield Marine Science Centre, but it definitely, both fields, whether I go into anthropology or biology, there's competition there.
And here are some of your social media responses. John Mark Thorson says, I think we should approach an auto or some other type of manufacturing industry to increase job opportunities here on the island. George Robson says, I'd like to see manufacturing in BC. We send our lumber to China and buy it back as furniture. Start using our natural resources to employ Canadians rather than exploiting them for a quick buck. John Warnock says, let's talk about the film and video industry. It would be a great boost to our economy. It's way down compared to the boom of 02-07. Our city is missing out on millions. And Melwood on Twitter says, all of them, diversity will create a strong economy. Of course, we'll see what happens tomorrow when the shipbuilding contract is awarded. And that's tonight's Checkpoint.